Dr. Ada Marie. I'm a family nurse practitioner student, and I'll be assessing you today. And what is your name?
Hi, my name is Andrew Rivera.
Okay, great. And how old are you today?
I'm 21 years old.
Okay, very good. Okay, so what we'll be doing is recording you and then placing you on YouTube, and my professors will be evaluating this assessment of the abdomen that we'll be doing. And do you give any permission or consent to do this?
Yes, I do.
Okay, excellent. Alrighty, so perfect. So the first thing we want to do is we want to make sure that your positioning is right. So you're lying supine, which is on your spine, and your muscles are relaxed, your abdomen muscles, and we're just making sure your legs are comfortable as well, elevated, okay? So the next thing I want to do is I want to make sure that I inspect your body. So we're inspecting the abdomen. We're looking to make sure that the color is fine, so it seems like there is no yellowing of the skin. When we look at the sclera of the eyes, okay, the sclera of the eyes, the white part of the eyes are very good. They're not yellow, which is great. I see that the peristalsis of the abdomen is fine. That means the waves, there's a little bit of wave movement. That's just showing that the abdomen is working well, or the intestines, in other words, are working well. And then I also see that you're breathing well. It's going up and down. Excellent. All right, that seems to be normal. Excellent. And so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to auscultate. After inspection, we auscultate. That means we listen to the 4 quadrants in your abdomen. So we break it down from the right lower quadrant, and that's what I'll be listening to right now. Okay, right lower quadrant, vowel sound is normal active. I hear that gargling sound. Very good. Right upper quadrant is normal active. I hear the gargling sound. Left upper quadrant is normal active. I hear the gargling sound. And left lower quadrant is normal active. I hear the gargling sound. Okay, excellent. I didn't hear any other issues in your stomach. It wasn't hyperactive. Now I'm going to listen to, which is auscultate the aorta. And that's right above the umbilicus. With the bell. We're going to listen to see if we hear any bruising. Okay. No bruise. Okay. Now I'm looking for the iliac crest here. The femoral artery. No bruise. Here the femoral artery. No bruise. The renal artery. No bruise. And the renal artery. No bruise. Okay. Excellent. Very good. So it seems to be normal as far as the femoral arteries, the renal arteries, the aortic, and also the vowel sounds. They all seem to be well. So now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to percuss the 4 quadrants. And when I percuss the 4 quadrants, I'm going to listen for any dullness or any tympanic sounds. The dullness sound should be wherever there's an organ, and then tympanic should be everywhere else. That would be like an eerie sound, and that's good. That would be a good sign, okay? So let me begin with that. It's percussion, okay. Tympanic sounds. Tympanic. Dull. Tympanic. 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 Dull. Dull. Okay, so the liver sounds well. As far as where the liver is, we're just going right underneath this rib over here to feel for it. Okay, very good. testing for. Okay, so it ends here. So that's about 7 centimeters. It's very good. And the spleen on the left side. Okay. It's about 2 centimeters, which is good. Excellent. Okay, as far as the size of the spleen and as far as the size of the liver, they seem to be good. The liver seems to be about 7 centimeters, which is normal, and the spleen seems to be about 2 to 3 centimeters, which is also normal. So you did very well, and there was dullness in that area. The next thing I want to do is check your bladder. We're going to percuss that. Okay, I don't feel it or anything. It is dull. Do you have any pain? Okay, very good, excellent. Okay, so the bladder is good. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to palpate. Lightly palpate first, and then we'll move our way into deep palpation. First, I'm going to do the 4 quadrants of light palpation, okay? So when I do this, I'm going to start with the right lower quadrant, just to check. Okay. Any pain? Okay.
No pain.
Right upper?
No pain.
Okay, light palpations.
No pain.
Okay.
No pain.
Okay, very good. Okay, that was the light palpation. I want to just auscultate the aorta, just to see the size of it. It's right above the umbilicus. I'm listening to see if there's any worries, which there is not. Okay, it's about 2 centimeters. Okay, very good. Okay, and so the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a deep palpation, and this is to check to see that you have no masses. Okay, so we'll start with the right lower quadrant. Right upper quadrant. Left upper quadrant. Left lower quadrant. Okay. I didn't feel any masses, which is a good sign. Excellent. Okay. And have you had any problems going to the bathroom? Any issues with constipation or diarrhea?
No, not at all.
Okay, very good. And can you tell me a little bit about your diet? Do you have a regular diet, or do you eat anything in particular? Like, what did you have for breakfast today?
For breakfast today, I had eggs and bacon.
Okay, very good. And you didn't have any issues?
No issues.
Okay, you go to the bathroom 1 time a day regularly?
Yeah, regularly.
At least. And urination, any problems with urination?
No.
Burning sensation, bleeding, or any issues as far as urgency or feeling like you have to go but you can't go?
No, not at all.
Okay, very good. So that seems to be excellent. As far as your liver, we're going to just palpate it because I want to just make sure that on inspiration I can feel it. So if you can just breathe in. Okay, good. I do feel your liver there. And the same thing, breathe in. This is for your spleen on the right side. And I don't really feel it there. Okay, which is normal. You shouldn't really feel it unless it's inflamed or there's a problem going on with it. Now, as far as a test that we're going to do is called the fluid wave test. This is just to shift to see if there's any ascites. I don't see any ascites at this time, but if you can just put your hand right down the middle. Yep. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to check to see if there's any fluid that pulls over to the right side. Nope. Okay, and then I'm going to check the other side. Nope. Okay, nothing blocked over here. Okay, good. So that shows that there is no ascites, no fluid in that abdomen area. So that's a good sign. We just want to make sure that that wasn't the case. The next thing we're going to do is check Murphy's sign. Murphy's sign is to make sure that you don't have any gallbladder issues. So I'm gonna start at McBurney's point, which is by the iliac crest. Okay, and do you have any tenderness?
No.
Okay, good. And so what I'm going to do is the rebound test, because I want to just make sure that you don't have any appendicitis. So upon rebound, which is after I press it, when I let go, if you have any pain, okay? Just let me know. Anything?
No, not at all.
Okay, very good. Okay, so as far as the rebound test, that was just to check to see that you don't have appendicitis. Murphy's sign was also just to check to make sure that you don't have any gallbladder stones or gallbladder issues, cholecystitis. And then the next thing we're going to do is check the CVA tenderness. So if you could just sit up for me. Okay, and you're going to tell me if there's any tenderness. What I'm doing is I'm going to be checking the back over here. Do you have any pain?
No, not at all.
Tenderness?
No.
Okay, excellent. All right, very good. Okay, so that would be the end of our abdominal examination. You did very well, and you're very healthy according to this examination. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much.
Okay.